Welcome to the Missouri Freedom Initiative. Today is Saturday, the 19th of November, 2022. And hey, gang, this is our last transmission on YouTube. I think we've talked about this quite a bit in the live streams in the last year, that eventually we would transition off. We would actually totally get off YouTube altogether. And there's reasons for it. And the number one reason, of course, is censorship. And the censorship, the shadow banning, the manipulation of the numbers on YouTube that don't bother me as much. I don't talk about it too often, but they have certainly done everything they can to tamp down our channel. But it's more than that. It's because we're actually, honest to God, fighting political corruption with our organization, which is growing rapidly. And the more we fight it, particularly when we're fighting the WEF in the state of Missouri, people associated with the WEF, the more interesting things happen to us. Let's just say it that way. And we need to get our message out. We need to let people know what they can do. We don't just complain in the state of Missouri about stuff that's going on that's horrible politically, economically, and any other way. We actually formulate plans and enact those plans. We work with our legislature. We go to Jefferson City. We talk to legislators face to face. We actually work the problem. And apparently, judging by what's happened to us this year, we've been shut out of so many socials. You guys remember Discord? We're gone from Discord. They canceled our stamp, and they didn't actually provide an actual reason why. I'm guessing why, and that was because we posted the Pfizer drops in our Discord group. Look what happened to us on Outlook.com. By the way, email is back up and running. Those of you who are not on our email list, please get on our email list from our website, mofree.org. Those of you who are on the email list haven't seen emails from me in the last 2 days. Check your spam folder. I have a lot of people that have called me or contacted me or emailed me saying, hey, I found a brand new email from you, but it was in my spam folder. So you got to make sure that the mofree.org domain is not considered spam by your email client. And Google is famous for doing that to us, so just keep that in mind. Microsoft Outlook. Outlook.com is doing that as well. You guys have to remember, these are the people who are censoring us. So it actually makes sense that they would actually, consider our email or email from our domain as spam, so people can't see it. And a lot of people contacted me on this. There's been at least, I think it's over 20 people now that said that the email that they just received went through in their spam folder. But for this reason and many more, we are not going to be on YouTube anymore. We got to walk the walk here. I mean, we've been complaining and dealing with censorship for a long time now, all the while staying on YouTube and then adjusting the way we speak to try and beat the algorithms. And I'm tired of it. We need to speak openly, especially about we need to speak openly about global warming initiatives from the WEF that affect the state of Missouri. Anytime we do something like that, bam, we get a strike from YouTube. Misinformation. Everything having to do with COVID and the vaccine, affecting the state of Missouri. We had an opportunity to actually take HB 2009. Those of you who follow the channel in legislatively this year in 2022, Susie Pollock's bill, we couldn't really explore what she was trying to accomplish because we were afraid of the algorithms on YouTube. And for that, we lost that. And of course, the corruption with Dean Plocker, we'll be talking about that tonight. Guys, please do come over to Odyssey. You don't have to even create an account there if you don't want to, but this is the freest platform I know of. Why? Because it's decentralized. It is a blockchain-based media streaming service. And frankly, this is the freest place you can go. I don't want to keep going places and keep moving later on. I'm going to go ahead and get us on Rumble too. We are on Rumble, but we'll start, doing our live streams on Rumble too. I don't want to give a date for that yet though. But we are moving on. We cannot stay on YouTube anymore and fight the good fight. I love what YouTube has done over the years. My gosh, do-it-yourself videos are wonderful on YouTube. I have saved so much money, and so has my wife, by watching a do-it-yourself video and actually fixing something, either in our cars or around the house. The entertainment factor on YouTube is mind-blowingly awesome. So for education, for actually doing projects, and for entertaining yourself, and for consuming mainstream media is what YouTube is all about now. If you have a dissenting view from the World Economic Forum, or let's just say, the World Health Organization, or from the FBI and CIA, if you have a dissenting opinion, YouTube will make sure that you know you did something wrong. And all you have to do is have a different opinion, even though it's based on facts and evidence. They hit you harder when you do this. I remember, everyone seems to remember Alex Jones being the first one, actually kicked off of YouTube. No, I think Alex Jones was the first one demonetized that we all knew about. But the first person kicked off of YouTube in large fashion was Mike Adams. And why? Because he actually did a forensic analysis of the cell phones in Las Vegas for the Las Vegas shooting and determined there were 3 shooters at 3 different locations. And they just canceled his stamp. They just took him off of YouTube. They shut him down. He has his own service now, Brighteon, and we'll explore going there as well. Live streams is what we're best at, and frankly, the Missouri Freedom Initiative is nothing if it's not, inclusive with everyone in the state of Missouri, that can come in and debate topics and talk about what we need to do to make our state better and freer. And I can go into detail, and I may make a standalone video at some point. Of course, it'll be on Odyssey. But why, in my opinion, the New Hampshire Free State Project has failed. And that we're pretty much picking up where they left off, but we're doing things very differently. And I can explain the differences. And once again, I'm not trying to go after those guys. I love those guys in the New Hampshire Free State Project. They've done a really, really good job of, bringing, basically to the public forum anything having to do with actually liberty. And doing it on a statewide level, which is what we're doing here in the state of Missouri. But we're not alone. We're partnering up with all kinds of other organizations for freedom in the state of Missouri. But to stay with us, to keep working with us, to even know what we're doing, and we operate in the light. We do not operate in the darkness. So our opponents in Jefferson City see us coming a mile away, and we're cool with that. We have no problem with that. We are not going to sink to their level and have quiet, hushed little meetings in back rooms like Dean Plocker and others do. So please do join us tonight on Odyssey. Our live stream will be on Odyssey tonight. We moved to Odyssey officially, literally a week and a half ago now, maybe a little longer than that. And so we are still active on Odyssey. Please join us on Odyssey. The link is right down below in the description section. Should be easy to find. Also, I'll link up our Twitter because we are active there as well. So those are the 2 best places to find us for right now. There are others like Rumble, but Rumble hasn't been updated in a while. Guys, I only have so much time, and I'm trying to juggle a million balls at one time, most of the time. And so I'm doing the very best I can. But we're going to talk about corruption in the state of Missouri tonight. We're going to talk about Dean Plocker and what he did legislatively in 2022, how he accomplished it and who was involved, and what he did behind the scenes, not just in front of the camera. And we're going to show what he did in front of the camera tonight, too. Ron Calzone made a great video about this. So please do join us tonight. And YouTube, thank you for, letting us stay for as long as we did. I don't appreciate the 5 strikes you gave us for very terrible reasons. We just try to get the truth out, YouTube, and you clearly have a problem with that. Even though our truth was backed up with evidence, was backed up with articles, and you still found it necessary to actually strike us. And I'm tired of having anxiety every time we do a live stream. And worried about whether or not YouTube is going to cancel our stamp. We're just moving. We're moving preemptively. So, guys, this is our last transmission on YouTube. Please join us over on Odyssey. Once again, link directly below in the description section. Please join us there and work with us, and help us uncover and go after the corruption in the state of Missouri so we can become a freer state, so we can have more liberties, so we can actually, start exposing the corruption in the Missouri legislature and in counties and cities too. We're doing it all. So once again, it's up to you if you want to come over to Odyssey and see us, but we're not coming back to YouTube. But I want to, for those of you who choose not to go over to Odyssey and you just want to stay on YouTube, I want to thank you very much for watching our videos. You know, if you participated in what we were doing, oh boy, thank you so much for doing that. If you did participate with what we were doing with emails, phone calls, and visits to Jeff City, please join us over on Odyssey as well. Okay, gang, that's all I have for you for now, and we'll see you on Odyssey. We're just not on YouTube anymore, but we're very active and we're growing. We're growing very quickly, as a matter of fact. We'll see you on the other side, gang. May God bless each and every one of you. Take care.